You're working very hard at something, um, possibly to take care of the household. You may be the sole provider of the household, um, and it's starting to really take a toll on your health. And especially with the Ten of Wands right above the Four of Swords, it's really time to take a break. There could be some health problems coming up if you don't take a break. Everybody has their limits, Capricorn, even you. So let's get some clarifiers, see what's going on. Tell me about this Eight of Coins. Why is the Eight of Coins here for Capricorn, please? The Moon could be dealing with a Pisces again. And the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Very strong Pisces energy. I'm not sure what this moon's trying to tell me. There could be a secret that you're trying to keep. Tell me about the moon. Clarify the moon, please, for Capricorn. Ooh, that's a secret. There's a High Priestess. What is the secret? It has to do with work. You could have... I don't know. What's the secret? What does the secret have to do with? Oh, man, I really didn't want to read this, but there's the Two of Cups. It's a secret relationship. You could have a secret relationship with somebody at your work. God damn it. Cappy caps. You could be already married. You do have the Four of Wands. You got the Pass of Coins. But there's definitely a secret relationship here. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Justice could be dealing with a Libra. Tell me about Justice. Four of Wands. So I feel like you are in the process of a divorce, maybe, or you're thinking about serving your spouse divorce papers and you still haven't told them about a relationship that you possibly have with a coworker or a client. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please. Page of Wands reversed. So you holding on to the secret, I feel like, is what's really burdening you. Like, you really want to tell your husband or wife. You're possibly afraid of what will happen. So maybe you're waiting until after the divorce is final to let them know. Tell me with the Knight of Coins. The Six of Cups reversed. Oops. Tell me about the Six of Cups reversed, please. Ten of Coins. So I feel like the reason why you're not telling your husband or wife that either you want a divorce, or if you already are going through a divorce, the reason why you haven't told them that there is somebody else yet is because you're fearing them taking the children. You have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Taking custody of the children, or taking your money. I know if adultery is committed in some marriages, then the person who was cheated on usually wins most of the, what's the word I'm thinking of? Most of the assets, regardless of whose assets they are. So that's possibly why you're not letting anyone know about this relationship. Or if you are unsure about asking for a divorce or serving divorce papers, you're possibly worried about that happening. Tell me about the Hanging Man. So you have Six of Coins, Page of Cups. Ooh, you may have gotten your new... if you're the woman, you may be pregnant. Or if you're the male having a secret relationship, you possibly got the mistress pregnant. And now, I don't know if you're just waiting to see if this person miscarries before you start. I don't know, man. You have the Queen of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Palace of Coins. Why is the Palace of Coins here? Seven of Wands. So, defending yourself. I feel like you don't want to lose the house, you don't want to lose your money, you don't want to lose your children, something like that. And that's what's keeping you from either filing the divorce papers or letting your spouse know that there's somebody else. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Wands can be a new baby, a new child, a pregnancy. Something with the Four of Swords. Ooh, that one flew out. Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. Clarify the Two of Wands, please. You have the Wheel and the Four of Swords. So with the Ace of Cups and the Tower, and somebody pregnant. Or this has to do with the children. Or it could just be that you fell in love with somebody else, but you're fearing the divorce process. You know, fearing losing your home or your finances or your children. Let's talk about this Queen of Wands. Let's find out about the Mistress. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. King of Swords. This could actually be your wife and her lawyer. With Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you're fearing that she's going to lawyer up if she finds out about this. And you're going to lose possibly your house, your finances, your kids, or all three. This can be like alimony, child support. Alright, let's give you some advice. I think we found out all we're going to find out about this. Final advice for Capricorn for May 9th through the 16th. Final. Oh, that was quick. We have water elementals. It's card number 10. Tens are endings. Divination message. All will become balance. Lately, you've had your share of ups and downs. There have been many instances of confusion and times when you have felt pulled in several directions at once. External stressors have been wreaking havoc. Everything from unpredictable weather to unstable relationships can have a big impact on our emotional outlook. Fear not, my friend, for it won't be long before your life and body regain their natural sense of harmony and balance. You may need to reevaluate the aspects of your life that are giving you the most trouble, and try setting some appropriate boundaries. If someone is taking too much of your time and energy, it is all right to limit their presence and influence. Look to the near future and breathe a deep sigh of relief. Once again, you will feel calm, clear-headed, and motivated to live life to the fullest. The antithesis, I feel like, is going to ring a little more true. So I will read that. That would be like the reversal of this. So that would be the scales will tip soon. Life can be quite the juggling act, and until quite recently, you have kept it in equilibrium. Now things are coming at you at a frenetic pace, and soon you will feel overwhelmed. You may need to put some activities on the back burner while you concentrate on pressing demands, even if doing so leaves you feeling imbalanced. So either shit's gonna hit the fan soon so that things can get balanced out, or if you feel like things haven't been going in your favor lately, things will balance out eventually. But just make sure you're handling all of this the right way. I realized up until this point it probably wasn't, because there was a secret relationship. But if you handle things the right way from here on out, being honest with the people you need to be honest with, it will balance out eventually. Either that or things will, either way, things will balance out the way they need to balance out. Whether that be the scales tipping in your favor or in somebody else's favor. It's all about karma, and karma is all about how you react to it. So karma is neither good nor bad. It's all about your perception of it. So do whatever you feel is right. If you feel like you need to open up about this relationship, this secret relationship, then it's time to open up. If you feel like it's best to keep it to yourself for your children's sake, then keep it to yourself. Listen to your gut. It'll tell you. I mean, the High Priestess and the Moon are both about intuition, so let me just look real quick. So far, I see a very positive read. I see you thinking very clearly, thinking very logically about issues that need to be addressed, which I believe those issues would be some jealousy, or, you know, people in your environment that are only trying to bring you and your partner down. If you're not partnered up with someone, it could just be that they're trying to bring you down. And you're blocking out that energy here with the Seven of Flames and the Seeker of Orbs reverse. So you're not even allowing them to come into your energy anymore. You're not allowing them to, you know, get under your skin. So let's get some clarifiers. Make sure that's what we're dealing with first. Clarify the Master of Orbs, please. We have the Two of Swords. So, with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, I feel like these people in your environment were possibly trying to cause a breakup. Or if you're not with someone at this moment, trying to keep you from being with a particular person. And I feel like you're making the choice to cut them out of your life, or to just, you know, be, you know, blind and deaf to their advances, whatever they're trying to, you know, whatever energy they're trying to push on you. Tell me about this Five of Flames for Capricorn, please. So we have Four of Coins and Six of Cups. Whatever jealousy or, you know, naysayers, haters, whatever they're trying to do, they're definitely holding on to the past. So there could have been something in your past that, you know, was less than savory, we'll just say that. And I feel like these people are throwing it in your face, like constantly reminding you of the wrongs that you've done or the mistakes you've made, even though you've, you know, ended that cycle and you've healed from that past. You keep getting it thrown in your face, and rather than, you know, getting angry about it or stooping to their level or going back and regressing, you're blocking out that energy, which is great. You're balancing it out. You're thinking clearly about this. You possibly are cutting these people out of your life. Tell me about the Great Wheel. Clarify the Great Wheel, please, for Capricorn. So we have Two of Wands and Eight of Swords. So you made that choice to free yourself of, you know, the mental chains. And those mental chains, I feel like, were, you know, the constant reminders of your past that these people were kind of throwing in your face. So you made the choice to change that cycle, and you're possibly walking away from these people, walking away from your past, walking away from, you know, all the mistakes you've made, and reaching out towards the future, reaching out towards the unknown. This is a great reading so far, Capricorn. Tell me about alchemy, please, for Capricorn. I'm really happy I decided to use this Starseed Tarot today. Tell me about alchemy. Seven of Coins. So you've done the healing. You got 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is stability, security, possible marriage, possible new home. So you've done the healing. You know, you've broken through the temptations. You've healed the past. You've progressed your soul. Learned from your mistakes. And now you're just waiting for all of the good karma to start coming in. I feel like that's what this card is saying. Look, she's happy. You know, there are 7 of Pentacles where, you know, they look a little sad or, you know, a little expectant. But she's happy. She's very proud of the work she's done. She's ready for the harvest. She's ready to reap what she sowed. Tell me about the Seeker of Orbs. Clarify the Seeker of Orbs for Capricorn, please. 8 of Cups. So definitely walking away from the people who keep throwing this in your face, from the energy that keeps you stuck on the past. 9 of Cups, walking towards your wish fulfillment, walking towards your happy, walking towards, you know, the harvest that you're waiting for. Tell me about the 7 of Flames. Ace of Swords. So stand your ground. You know the truth. You know that you have changed. You know you are a better person, that you've learned from your mistakes and you've grown. You have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and you're ready to start creating new things. And these people are only holding you back, and you realize that. And now you're blocking them out. You're walking away from them. You're not letting them tear you back down. So let's get you some final advice. Very positive reading, Capricorn. I really like this. Oops. Final advice for Capricorn for May 16th through the 23rd. I like this card. This card's about nurturing. And it's also number 23, so that's a 5. So I feel like this is saying, like, the hard part is over. The challenge is over. So let's get you the definition. It's providing shelter. Home is a shelter from storms, all sorts of storms. Our relationship with the natural world is at its lowest ebb, and as humans, we are becoming increasingly detached. Our physical lives may have been made more comfortable by our technical advances, but our spiritual lives may be diminished. A woman transforms her body with a symbolic tree as she offers support and safety to nature. The sincerity of her offer is accepted and returned with complete trust. A warm glow is generated from that interaction. In the distance, a unicorn notices and looks on approvingly, but ironically, there is a sad poignancy in his attention. Is it that this magical creature has seen so few of such acts? Despite the overall trend, there is hope in that we are at least aware of our damaging imprint and an increasing acknowledgement and desire to redress the imbalances. So I feel like this is saying, you know, these people that are trying to bring you down, they probably have things about themselves that they need to work through. Usually when we don't like something about a person, it's because it's something that we see in them that we don't like about ourselves. So try to be compassionate towards their behavior, but at the same time learn to block it out or continue to block it out and not let this person bring you down. And possibly this could be saying, you know, go out in nature, reconnect. The weather's warming up. It's beautiful outside. At least it is here in Wisconsin. So going back to nature and reconnecting could help you with this process even more.